My name is Ray Mackay. I'm the Vice Chair of the Assynt Crofters Trust, and until a couple of months ago, I was the Chair of the Assynt Peninsula Subgroup for
Hmm.
deer management.
Hmm. So, what do you make of all this, and what's it all about?
Well, what I make of it is I'm deeply annoyed. I'm deeply annoyed at how the portrayal of Assynt has been manipulated by a few people in SNH who have pushed a story to their board and the chairman of their board, which is quite at odds with reality. And it has taken a lot of time, a lot of effort. It has it has put a lot of stress on the deer management group itself, and it has caused a lot of concern amongst the crofters in the Crofters Trust and within the wider community because um, one of the prospects that we were looking at was that people would lose quite a valuable source of income.
Hmm. Hmm. And why do you think that's happened?
I I think that a very few number of officials of SNH have had an agenda that they've wanted to push. I think Assynt was chosen quite a number of years ago, um, possibly because of its lack of organisation as regards deer management, um, possibly because of the nature of the Assynt group itself, with a Crofters Trust, a private landlord, and John Muir Trust all sharing a bit of woodland. Um, I think that a lot of this has been pushed, and I think that the Ardvar woodland designation is wrong. Um, it's very odd to have a woodland which is paired with another woodland which is separated by several kilometers of Atlantic Ocean. It's a very odd thing. It would never exist on its own. There's no definition of a woodland that fits Ardvar as an oak woodland.
Hmm.
Um, and we've been used, I think, as a test case for SNH to use their legislative power, Section 7, Section 8. And I think it's been a long time in the making, and it's still ongoing, and I find it makes me very angry indeed.
Yeah. So I can hear the anger in your voice. There's no
Absolutely.
question about that. And the picture that's been portrayed is a woodland with no regeneration. That the trees are senescent, and the woodland isn't dying out.
And
Is
that's a nonsense. And anyone who cares to come to Assynt and have a look will see for themselves. It's fine if you're in an office, if you're a woodland person in an office in Inverness or Perth. Uh, it's easy to make these assumptions, but the local crofters have been saying for years, the tourists have been saying that the paths they once walked on are no longer walkable because of tree growth. It's it's quite impossible to hold that these woods are not regenerating very vigorously indeed. And anyone who comes to Assynt, and we would welcome people to come and simply see for themselves, because the story which SNH has portrayed is simply wrong.
so this has all been in the news recently. Do you see it resolving itself, or do you see it coming to an end now?
Well, um, I think that it may be the case that SNH are thinking of re going back a bit and and possibly not going down the Section 7, Section 8 route. And that is very good for the Crofters Trust and for the local deer management group. But what is not good is what that says about the management of SNH and the fact that a small group of people can run up a bill well in excess of £750,000 of taxpayers' money on something which is patently wrong, and it's an injustice. And although the present situation may resolve itself in terms of Section 7 and Section 8, the the investigation into what SNH has done is certainly not going to end. I can assure you of that.
And there's a cost to you over and above the cost to the taxpayer as well.
There's a big cost. There's a cost to several group members in terms of lost revenue with stocking. And there's a cost in the amount of time. We're all voluntary. You know, SNH, all these people who come up and tell us what to do, they're getting paid quite comfortable salaries. We're all doing this voluntarily, and it's taken a lot of time and a lot of effort. And, you know, we have to keep getting it right. SNH keep sending official after official, new person after new person. And, you know, there may come a time when, you know, people such as myself are no longer able to work for the trust and help them. And in that case, you know, who knows what would happen? They just have to take more than one step back, I think.
And what would you think? What would it take for you to draw a line over under this now? Or maybe you're not. Maybe
I can't see what would constitute a line being drawn. I think that SNH have behaved extremely badly, but I don't know where that responsibility lies. I'm fairly sure it's with the officials, but it's a new chair who has been very proactive in helping to solve this. So I've got nothing but praise for the new chair of SNH. And the board, several members of the board came up after the meeting and expressed disquiet, which was also reassuring. So I can't see how the board of SNH have anything to answer for because they were misinformed, I think. But certainly people lower down that chain of command within SNH have a great deal to answer for.
Yeah, and you're obviously getting lots of support from people.
We have had a lot of support from all over Scotland and beyond. The Crofters Trust has quite an international reach, and people have been quite vocal in their support, and that continues to grow. Yes.
Yeah. So it's your 25th anniversary shortly. Do you think it will be all over by then? And do you think you would 25 years ago? Did you think you would be having to fight this type of battle now?
Well, at the beginning of the Crofters Trust adventure, we got a loan from SNH, and it's something that members of the trust have regretted ever since because the loan we got, we lost a great deal of money because of it, because of SNH's involvement. We lost a great deal of money at the beginning when we were setting up our hydro scheme, and that resentment towards SNH has lasted, and this has certainly not done anything to diminish that deep distrust we have of that organisation and its interactions with us. We would like to think that our 25th anniversary celebrations next year will not be marred by, you know, SNH's interference in our deer management, but who knows? They remain a great mystery to us.
But you're going to try and resolve the issue now if you can.
Absolutely, with as much speed as